The physician's assistant didn't seem concerned when I brought this to her attention. I was questioning the dosing of her 14...
Nice. Is that your truck out there painted like that too? Nice. So the toy box is running a new surface this season. Carpet and AstroTurf. AstroTurf it behaves a lot like carpet, but definitely more slippery than carpet. Which means the tire and setup game is now different. It's a shame because I was finally getting it down with the clay, but oh well, what you gonna do? Thankfully, I'd gone to Hobbyz a couple times and figured out what I like for setups, and they seem to be working out all right. Four-wheel drive buggy is a blast to drive. Two-wheel drive is a little bit more difficult. The only thing that I'm really struggling with is a lack of steering speed. That's mostly because I have the softest springs possible on my front shocks. This jump right here is probably the most dangerous jump. Approaching wrong, they're going to slam right into that corner there. And might break a few hearts today.
Alright, first up, 17.5 two-wheel drive buggy. This is the class I pretty much struggled with all day. I did not have any kind of practice with this at Hobbyz, which is part of what led to my downfall in this class during that race day. I had the right tires, but that's pretty much where the strengths ended. I could not get any forward traction for the life of me. I struggled to turn, and I also struggled to find my rhythm a little bit, particularly on the big tabletop jump in the back corner there. When you approach it, you kind of have to hit the brakes just as you're about to lift off that little jump there. I would oftentimes brake too late, and then I would end up front flipping. I did mess about with my setup a little bit, because I was also having problems with traction rolling. I did manage to get my ride height lowered, and that helped a little bit with the traction rolling. But what really would have helped was a good set of sway bars, which I do have on order now. So all in all, I pretty much qualified and finished 5th in this class. Wasn't really all that exciting. Just me trying to figure out where my braking zones are going to be, how I'm going to turn, and how I'm going to set my car up. Hopefully during the next race day I can get a little bit more practice, and there are a few setup changes that I would like to try beforehand. Just try to get my car to rotate a little bit better and get a bit more side traction from the front. And yeah, I think that's pretty much going to do it for two-wheel drive buggy. So I'll just go ahead and let the rest of this play out, and then we'll move on to 13.5. Right there. That's what I'm talking about when I said I was braking too late. I was probably just braking too long, and then I would go off the jump and it would cause me to front flip. Alrighty, 13.5. This is the class in which I really excelled at that day. I put a setup on this car that I had used previously at Hobbyz during one of their practice days, and the car just felt dialed. I could point it where I needed it to, I could drive it the way I needed it to, save for a couple parts, like the straightaway where I was struggling for top end. I would later find after the race I had some binding in the front drive line, which took care of a lot of the issues that I was having. So I pretty much had consistent runs through both qualifiers, and I ended up TQing. And then I did struggle to find my footing a little bit at first during the main, but I would find my rhythm. And thanks to a couple mistakes by my second place competitor, I would go on to win 13.5. And it was such a good day. I finally got my first win. The only thing that I really struggled with in 13.5 was driving a consistent line, particularly right in the beginning here with that big tabletop jump in the corner and the first couple little jumps right in front of the driver's stand. I tended to actually go off the ground a little bit more when I shouldn't have, and that's something that I'll probably bring with me for the next race. And so with that out of the way, let's finish up this qualifier and move on to the main.
Wow. We're going to go the back straightaway. Josh is going to get you guys lined up. Tamara, you want to be, we're going to try a staggered start because we're going to go front straight just to kind of see what happens. Tamara, you want to be inside or outside?
I'll take outside.
Okay. And then Pete Hodges. Yeah, he'll make that one there. Everybody on the tone. Numbers for Buggy 8 and less than 5. Let's stretch them out a little bit more. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. Less than 5 to the tone.
Yeah, it's just, I was going to use that.
Rack is only 5 seconds behind Keith. Trying to get that number 1 spot back. Tamara's working his box, staying on Keith. He keeps chiseling away at another 1.8 seconds. We're just 2 more laps. Oh, watch that end. They're going to get this one on. Maybe one worker faster. He's right there. He's making a move. He's a half a second back. Let's see if Tamar can hold himself. Hold on.
Oh!
That's going to come out. They're going to get one to the last lap to settle it. Let's see what happens. Going off with the lead. Tamar's a breathing room. There's the tall. There's the top of the end and done. Here comes Tamar. Tamar's going to come across the line. Tamar's going to grab now. Good job, man.
Good race. Well, today was a good day. Today, I picked up my first win in Novice 13.5 Buggy. 2-wheel drive, a little rough out there. Struggled to find a good setup, and I also struggled to find my braking zones a little bit. I did start to find my rhythm a little bit, but not until late in the race. Overall, still a good day. Running low on batteries. So I'm going to go ahead and practice, and then I will see you in the next race.
That number is hilarious. 22.6 seconds ahead of Josh, who is also another 25 seconds ahead of Jason. Tony G is now back a little bit. He's only 10 seconds behind. But Jason with a little bobble